Good morning, afternoon, everyone. This is Lisa Harrison, and this is the One People Show. And as usual, we've got Bob Wright with us.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone in the chat. Hello, Lisa.
How you doing, darling? Yeah, a big show today, I think. We're going to have a good conversation. How about you, Brian? You with us?
I'm here, and I am doing very well, thank you.
He says. You're always doing well, so that's good. Okay, we've got a few things to talk about today, including we're going to bring BZ in to talk about what's been posted on the IUV site recently in regards to approaching bankers with your documents. So she will join us. A couple of announcements that we'll get into a little bit. Oh, lots of noise. Who's that?
Sorry.
Not me.
Okay.
It's always Bob.
It's always Bob. Yeah, it's always Bob. I don't think so. Okay, we do have the 5D Media Network Forum. It's up. It's up and running. So please go to 5dmedianetwork.com and click on the forum tab at the top, sign up, and we finally have a space where we can communicate with each other, all the different audiences for the different shows. We can all come together. We have a little hub now. So at the moment, there is discussions in there for each of the shows, so where you can go in and talk about anything that's been brought up on any of the 7 shows throughout the week. There's also a meetup area where you can connect and organise meetups in your area. We've currently got a topic for Australia, one for the US, and one for Europe, but by all means go in there and add more, depending on where you are. I want a shout-out to the people who put their hand up to moderate for us, which is Andrew, Tertius, and I've gone blank on his name. Sorry, Justin. Justin is, you may all know from Stillness in the Storm blog. He put his hand up to help out with the forum as well. So I'll thank you very much, guys. They've been wonderful so far, and I'm sure they're going to do a great job. So that's it. We've got the forum happening. So please get in there and play and talk to each other, connect, get some conversations going. And later in the show, we'll also talk about an idea that's kind of exploded over the last week in particular, which is the idea of myself and Vera, who is, for those of you who followed our trip to Morocco, she's McCoy, that we lovingly called her, who worked on Bob with her technology, her healing technology. Her and I coming to the States and jumping into an RV with Bob and Judy and Brian and doing some traveling around over there. And but we'll get into that a bit more later. Kicking it off. Document.
Wait. Quick announcement. Anybody that hasn't, the Project 13 app is available for the iPhone for free for the first 60 days. You can find it on the iTunes Store. Look it up as PXIII, or I believe it will come in as Project 13, either or. After the first 60 days, it'll ask you if you want to renew, $1 a month, I believe, with a 6-month contract or a 12-month contract. Anyways, and my ID on there, if you want to come find me, is just Brian Kelly with an I, Kelly. Lisa, yours is Lisa Harrison, right?
Yep.
Bob?
I don't have an iPhone.
Oh, Bob, no iPhone. Sorry. Can't be in the cool Project 13 club. So, anyways, I know Caleb wants to get the word out. So, just want anybody that hasn't gone and downloaded it, it's cool. Go download it. Be my friend. I need more friends. So.
Aww.
Any way I can get them.
Be a friend, Brian.
Oh, thanks. Shucks.
The desktop should be out this week, I think. Caleb arrived in Morocco yesterday, my time, because it's now Tuesday morning. Arrived in Morocco on Monday, And first thing on the agenda is getting the desktop app out.
And anybody that can, find Judy. Poor girl only has like 3 friends in her entire world. So anybody that can find Judy Jandor on there, she cries herself to sleep every night because she just lacks friends and relationships that are that are deeper than just surface level type stuff. So please be Judy's friend. I'm putting a call out to everybody. Be Judy Jandor's friend. She deserves it, kind of. I love it. Judy can't fight back on this forum. Sorry, Judy. It's all me. All right, go ahead.
Well, for those who don't have either the Windows phone or an iPhone, it should be okay by the end of the week with the desktop. It'll work on Mac and PC. But if you're hoping for the Android, I still think that's quite a ways off, isn't it?
I haven't heard as far as the Android. I don't have one because I'm cool and I have an iPhone, so I don't keep track of those kinds of things. But I think Bill said that it was somewhere between 30 and 60 days away. But those kind of things, it's different programming and all sorts of different variables that play into each one. So it's really hard to predict. I know that the desktop version will give everybody access to each other no matter what kind of phone they have. So I think that that's kind of the focus right now. But if you have an Android, I'm sorry, first of all, that you have an Android. Secondly, one of these days you'll get Project 13 on your phone. Sorry.
But it is moving forward, which is a good thing.
It's moving forward, absolutely.
And, Caleb's put a lot into this, so happy to support him in any way we can. But also nice to know that I can share information and it stays where I put it. It's the main thing. Okay, we are going to bring BZ in, and we'll maybe start with that, actually. I'll just grab her. Where are you, BZ? Oh, Bob, you'll have to do it because you started this. She's coming. So what happened was that if you haven't seen it, on the IUV.com website, there has been information put up which was sort of copied and pasted out of a Skype room that's happening. BZ, try and grab it. Just try. There you are. In regards to people approaching the banks en masse on Friday, I believe from all around the world, with documents that they've done up. So, BZ, are you there?
I am. Happy to be here. Hey.
Nice to talk to you again. It's been ages.
Yeah, nice to talk to you guys.
Hey, BZ.
Hey, Brian. Hey, Bob.
Hey, BZ.
It sounds like a pretty active group you've got going there on Skype.
It is. In the Skype room itself, which is, they've shortened it to BWWEE for Bankers Working with Eternal Essence, because that's to set the intention of the actual group. And there's 95 in there, I think, and then there are a bunch of people who are actually playing along as well, but they're doing it via a blog post because they don't have access to Skype, so they're doing it through comments. And so stuff that's in the room, not all of it, but some of it gets put into the top of the top of the blog post as an update, and then stuff that people put in the comment section gets put into the room so that both universes know what's happening. And it's,
so how can people find it easily on the website?
If you go to the IUV blog, which is go to IUV.com and look on the right-hand top nav and then click the blog, and then it should be right on the top level of blog posts. It says New Skype Room for accessing our value.
Somebody contacted me on Facebook and they said, "Can you add me to the Bui room on Skype?" I said, "I have no idea what that is." Then I found it and I go, "Oh, okay, an acronym."
Actually, BZ, I had a call with the presenters of all the shows this morning, and we sort of made a decision to kick the show off in a particular way, and then I forgot to do it. So that's funny, and they're all going to laugh at me really hard. But before we get into this discussion, let me backtrack a second. And I'm going to put a call out to everybody listening, whether you're doing it live or whether you're doing it in the archive later on, to just take a moment. Take a couple of deep breaths. And we want to establish two things here. Firstly, to be fully present for the next 2 hours. To release any negativity and attachments. This is your time. The next 2 hours is your time. So let go of everything else. If you have to, grab your hand and sweep your body over and just clear your energy field. And take a big deep breath and put your focus into your heart center and feel the perfection of you, of this moment, regardless of whatever else is going on in your life, right here, right now, in this moment. It's perfect. You're with family. You are loved. And you are perfect in this moment of now. Take a few breaths. And that's the way you're going to stay for the next 2 hours.
Or at least hour 44 minutes.
Okay. Now let's play. BZ.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
No, that was a great segue because that's one, I could take some of the words you just spoke and you'd see them printed as the intention. As people keep getting added to the room, that's part of the intention / rules of the room is to be heart-centered and collaborative and having a high vibration energy with everybody in the room and with our intention towards the bankers, not punitive or anything like that. So yeah, I thought it was great.
Do you want to read that, BZ? It's not that long.
Sure.
Go for it.
Let me just pull that open. And one thing I will say about the room, it kind of happened very synchronistically, which is how I know that source was guiding it, because I had a conversation. There was a conversation going on in the RTS room. I had some things. So, Joyce private messaged me. We had a conversation, and from there the room got started. And then she mentioned it, and the room just took off. And we had a group of a bunch of people from the room had a call on Saturday. So that call itself, I think it was 20 people, and that was from people all over the world. Some people got up really early or stayed up really late, and that recording is online. And then that happened that day. Then there's been different discussions, and then today there was another group of people got together collectively, and we were having conversations with bankers via the phone. And again, that was not quite as big an international group. I think it was mostly just U.S. and Canada, just because of the time zones. But I can read those intentions real quick and then answer anything you want. This is a focused room, a room to work / play with working with the bankers. Questions, answers, conversations on this focus are welcome. Chit-chat, etc. that is not about the things
What's
up there.
Above.
Yeah. You can take to another room. This is a safe place for all to voice their heart-centered ideas, intentions, thoughts, co-creative intents. The intention of this room is to work on tweaking, co-creating docs to take into access a representation of our value. The energy of this room is to work with an energy vibration of collaboration, not combativeness or punitive energy towards bankers. All of us working together to go in together wherever we are on Gaia in near simultaneous time period to access a portion of our value. Please show a mutual respect for each other here. Positive energy is the utmost important. Please only add people to the room who have asked to come in, not because you think they should be here. The asking is active interest in being here and supports the energy of the focus.
Beautiful. Awesome.
So there you go. That's the scoop on that.
Thank you. So what's come out of it so far? You've decided collectively on an action for this Friday?
Yeah, a couple of things have come at it when we were on the call on Saturday. As I said, we put up on the up on the blog post there, you can link to Bob's documents that he created, and then Helen Vita did a tweak version, working on those and all the documents that Heather put out, and she put her version up there.
There's actually a couple things I want to clarify. I've been getting a few emails questioning some things about the documents that I used. Number one, the crest that's on the document, that's my own crest that I created. It has my name on it.
Right.
People should probably, you can put whatever crest that you want or none, but that's my own little thing. The certificate number is just the date with the sequence number. You can make that anything you want. That's just for my own convenience, so I know. And as far as the underwriting is concerned, don't change it. Even if you're in a different country, it's still going to say, you know, U.S. gold and silver. The denomination that you choose is on the value part. You can put that in Australian dollars, Canadian dollars, you know, euros or whatever.
Great. Yeah, that one we put up as one example, and like I said, Helen Vita made a version of her own with tweaks based on what you had done, Bob, and then some stuff that Heather had put out. I put a version that I made up. I have my own crest. So yeah, people are there. People can just take, as you said, Bob, don't take that. It's that block of text in the actual certificate. So the COV, the certificate of value. Leave all of that the same. You can change to tweak for everybody else the other things. So that was one of the things, was to have all that up there in one place so people could look at it. And there's a couple other letters of intent that Doug and some other people, so all that's up on that blog post. And on Saturday we talked about, okay, well, what's a good way to do this to get organized, because there was a lot of energy. And so there's been discussion in that room of different ways to tweak those documents if people see that they want to. And then we like the idea of the energy of all going in together as much as we can, since it's global. And I had mentioned that this was Friday the 13th, and to me, I don't believe in coincidences. That 13 is a powerful number, and it just happens to be coming up right now. We have September 13th, so we all said, well, great, let's do that. So the Australians and Europeans and stuff will go first, because you get to 13 first, and then the U.S. and the other countries will go. And the other conversations we had today with the bankers was to get some information, and also to see if there were, if we could find some specific bankers that wanted to play. And those were very interesting conversations. We started out, there was a number of people on the call, 7 live in that they could speak, and 2 could hear, but they didn't have microphones. And Kelly Sutton was on there, and she and I did the majority of the speaking on the call, and other people, so it wasn't so confusing for the bankers. But Kelly would start right from the beginning, Sorry, BZ, can you just clarify for a second? A group of you called bankers and had them on the line? Yes. Okay. Yes. And as I was saying, when we started the call, we made it very clear several things. One, there were many people on the phone call, and that this was a group of people who were looking to find a banker. We were calling specifically Wells Fargo banks within the United States in different states, and that would be willing to, who knew enough about private banking and the scope of the business that we would be bringing to work with us. She also asked if we could record the call. We got a buy-in for that, so the calls were recorded. And she, I say she because mostly it was her talking when this was handled, but to let them know that we were all individuals wanting to open individual accounts but we were being efficient with the banker's time and our time, and that's why we were calling on a group call so that we could get the information and make the contacts without wasting anyone's time.
And how was the information received?
Well, let's see. I think we did 4 or 5. One of them put us on hold for a while because they were trying to find somebody, and we got tired of listening to the canned music. So we hung up and decided we would give our ears a break. One of them is going to get back to us, took our contact information, and needed to go do some research based on the information that we had given them, and was going to get back to, I think Kelly gave her information to get back to her probably tomorrow, they said. Another one we faxed a 26-page, this was a senior private banker in San Francisco, and we faxed, whose last name happened to be Love. So again, I don't believe in coincidences. So, so we faxed her a 26-page packet, which had a cover letter, which we all co-wrote together on the phone call when we hung up with her, and then we included some background information, the Paradigm Report, and a few other things, and explained that.
So, as a result of all of that, people have put together their own version of the documents, and en masse on Friday are going to approach a Wells Fargo or subsidiary of Wells Fargo bank somewhere in the world.
Yes, I would say yes to everything. The only that isn't a yes is that we haven't, and people can do whatever they want because it's individual preference. But as far as a Wells Fargo bank, we haven't built a consensus, although I guess on the phone we did. So, yeah, we were thinking Wells Fargo would be good, and they are worldwide, so why not?
Mm-hmm.
And the I would say the 13th, because whoever, wherever you are in the world, you get to there first, and you would go. And the other thing, again, because I see this all as energy and being playful, and because I know who the value is or where the value is, and it's with me. And so one of the things is some people want to go into the bank right now, and some people want to, wait for other people to go first. Great. But the thought was, if we do it all at once, then those who are moved to go in and play and do this will know that there's other people just like them doing it on the same day. And those who are excited about this but don't perhaps want to go in right now can hold the energy for those who are going in. So all of that is a big energetic push. The other thing that we've discovered is really fun is in having these conversations and having the Skype room and the blog post and the phone calls we had today with the bankers, because we would say in the room, okay, we're just about to go on, have this call, and so everybody else would, again, holding the energy, is that, yes, ultimately the intention is to access a portion of our value in what we call money as a representation right now. But by having the energy and everybody working together and holding a collaborative atmosphere, we're already successful because we're already holding the same intention.
Can I make a suggestion, just
Sure.
from an energetic perspective?
Sure.
Is that everybody who's going to participate in this take some time. I've been doing this myself over the last couple of days. Just take a moment to connect with the consciousness of money and thank it for playing, thank it for representing your value all this time. And between now and Friday, every time you use cash, every time you use a credit card, every time you pay a bill online or do anything remotely connected to money, be very mindful that they aren't just pieces of paper. They are your value. They are representing your value right here, right now. And to gratefully and freely hand it over as an exchange, as a sharing of your value, and with a great deal of gratitude. That's my suggestion at this point.
It's wonderful, and it feels delicious.
Nice.
And invite it to play more.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure it does. Everything wants to play right now. So.
Absolutely, and playing it's really nice that you use the word play, Lisa. That's a big word for me, and that's the energy of the room, is to play with this and to play with connect, in concert with each other and the bankers, and that we're powerful creators playing with accessing a representation of our value, not because we want to have money per se, but because it's a way to access our value, it's a way to transform things, and it's a way to go out, because we still live in a world where you have to pay to do different things, so we can go and use that to have different experiences and help create different things.
Mm-hmm. Now, this sort of broadens up the conversation a little bit. Yesterday on Chris's repurposing show, for those who haven't listened to it yet, I want to recommend it because the second hour at the 66-minute mark, a lovely guy, Australian guy here called Jagamara, was on the show. And what seems to have come out, not only of that conversation, but the general gist of what the One People's Public Trust filings did, was we all understand that it took I'm going to call them the straw man personality and the associated accounts away from the powers that were. They no longer had access to it. And the question is, well, where are they now? Because we don't have access to it. I mean, they may have been in some abstract way returned to us, but I haven't received anything in the mail. So where are they? And I believe that what Heather's documents are designed to do is create a situation where you actually can go and claim them, claim that identity and everything associated with it. Now, that's just my perception at this point. What Jagamara brings out, and he puts it really well, is when you understand the whole admiralty aspect of the way the system runs, that those identities and those associated accounts are now lost at sea. They're out there as salvage. And what we're really doing with these documents is salvaging them. Now, he talks you through a process that he's gone through and is continuing to go through, and he's used OPPT, he's looked at Franco Collins and Eucadia. What else did he make mention of? Bob, you listened to it too, didn't you? Was there anything else? It was primarily OPPT and Franco Collins.
Yeah, I did listen to it. I can't remember all the different... He mentioned several groups.
And I know that Jagamara has been very active in the Indigenous community here.
The one something.
One Heaven.
One Heaven, that was it.
That's part of Eucadia, which is Franco Collins. So he's talking about a process there. You've also got, I was in conversations yesterday that involved another process that people in New Zealand are doing, which seems to be very much along the same lines. So the point of all of this is that not only do we have a group of hundreds, potentially thousands of people on Friday going into Wells Fargo banks all around the world, there are unconnected groups all around the country and the world, from what I can gather, who are doing their own version of this. And
there's no coincidences.
And there's no coincidences. I mean, the history of Friday the 13th is extraordinary. I hadn't even realized that was the date. And Bob, you would have been impressed. Jagamara brought out some Bible quotes in regards to the dead people walking, and
yeah, he did.
I thought of you.
The dead would be raised.
So it's yesterday's repurposing show, if you want to go and have a listen to that. From 66 minutes on is when Jagamara joins the call. So So is there anything, is there room left for people in this Skype room, or have you reached your capacity?
No.
There is.
Well, there was before I got on the call tonight. So.
It's going to fill up real quick.
I don't know. If people are interested in having a focus and coming from their heart and truly playing and not having a lot of extenuating chit-chat, you bet. We'd love to have you all come play. And like I said, if you don't have Skype, that's cool. You can go to the the blog post, which will stay, I made sticky so it stays towards the top of the blog, and put on your comments in there and join the conversation that way. I mean, we're all one people, aren't we? So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Thank you so much for the update, BZ.
Yeah, thank you.
It was lovely to talk to you again.
Yeah, good to talk to you.
Thanks, BZ.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye, Dylan. So, Bob, you've still got processes happening with your bank. You got an update on that?
Not really. I mean, I'm still waiting for the legal department to get back to me. I spoke with the branch manager on Friday, and today I didn't call for some reason. I didn't come to mind, but I'll give him a call tomorrow. See what's
now. I also know Brian spoke with Dee, and from what we understand, the banks all around the world have been told to shut down these documents, do not play. Now, maybe they weren't counting on the numbers of people and the education process that their staff are getting as a result. But what do you think, Brian?
I mean, that was news. I contacted Dee because, a lot of people would reach out to me via Facebook and Skype and through my blog and, waiting around for the documents and so on and so forth. And, so I felt like I hadn't really heard of anything that was going on for a while. So I reached out to Dee, kind of not really knowing how many inquiries she gets, considering she's over there living, 50 feet away from Heather's place. And, we had a long chat, and she kind of reconfirmed something that I already knew for myself, which is, that there is total rhyme and reason to, the ebb and flow of Heather's strategy, and that, if she would have released them before, that Heather, that was kind of the one big news that I hadn't heard yet, which is Heather got wind that if she released the documents that, all the major banks were, they had basically been given the call to shut everything down. So it's still, just like it has been for the last few weeks when I talked to Dee, it sounds like, we're at that threshold where something could occur that will trigger Heather. As far as I know, they're done, and it's all an event-driven process at this point. And I think that, that's really hard for a lot of people to understand. Because, people say, they email me, why doesn't she just put the damn documents already? And, this and that. I hear those messages all the time. And I think that, going to Morocco, for all of us that had the privilege of going out to Morocco, I think that's kind of one thing I really ended up trusting was Heather and her. I heard so many stories from her of all the many things that she's done throughout her career, with all the people that she's worked with to get to this point, and so much information. I really can, my thing is now I just continue to fall back on the trust that she's doing everything the way that it's ultimately supposed to go in the end. So I'm not really getting hung up. This is a big reason why I'm so gung-ho about this tour that we're putting together here in the States, because, this tour represents saying no to the waiting game, saying no to, getting yourself in that position of sitting at your computer, and your inner peace relying on some new, piece of data to break, on alternative media or whatever it is. And I think that there's so many people that kind of get stuck in that trap sometimes, and I just don't want to be one of them. So that's kind of the gist. Dee and I talked for a while, but that's kind of the gist of what I got. Heather doesn't tell Dee everything. And I think that Heather's getting more data every single day. So it could be tomorrow, it could be a week from now, it could be a month from now. I mean, we just never really know. But it is an event-driven. It is totally event-driven, and a lot of events have taken place that has them very excited and given them the knowingness that everything is right on track. But as far as when exactly they're going to come out, I mean, that's why I really love, what BZ and all these other people, Bob and Kiri and all these other people are doing is just like, well, let's just take matters into our own hands. And when they come out, cool. But from what I hear of what's going on in New Zealand and what's going on in some of these other places with these really high-level banker conversations, there's a lot of people that aren't playing the waiting around game anymore, and everybody's just doing it on their own. And, gosh, more power to all those people, because you're empowering everybody else to do the same. So that's kind of the gist of the update that I got today.
There's so much change happening right now. Excuse me. I just got an email from someone in Canada, and they were explaining that there was somebody who went in, and they had their court case actually dismissed. I think it was some sort of foreclosure thing that he was going through, and he was using the Freeman process that they use up there in Canada, and he had actually won. The judge actually ruled in his favor, but
wow,
since they don't have double jeopardy up there, what they did was they removed that judge, got a new judge, and brought him back into court again. This time they removed the Canadian flag, and the judge would not give her name. And then they just arrested him.
So they completely committed, what, how many crimes?
Exactly. This is, and he says, "Oh my goodness, we're in such trouble now." And I says, "Is that your perception of what happened?" Just that. I said, they're being exposed for who they really are. They cannot.
They arrested him over a foreclosure?
Over the use, I don't know what process, and I didn't get all the details. I did ask him to send me the details of the case. So when I find out exactly what all the details were, I'll let you know. But the fact of the matter is that they are being put in a position where they can no longer pretend. They can no longer go under the guise of the ignorance of the people. They can't do it anymore. So now it's just a numbers game. And guess what?
We have the numbers.
We got the numbers by far.
Can I add something?
Absolutely.
I was just going to say, it's we hear that it's event driven, and we hear that we're powerful co-creators, and so the conversation I've been having with myself, we're either powerful creators or we're not, and we're either what our energy of being and doing is helping drive these events or not. I mean, you can't be half pregnant, so we're all part of this. We're all source, and we're all part of I'm part of the divine. The absolute plan. So who's to say that all these people, you mentioned groups in New Zealand, and the example you just gave, Bob, and the other group on Skype, and all these other people, and in last night's radio show too, it seems to me everybody, look at all of a sudden what all this is coming, that you're hearing about this, that you're mentioning on the radio show tonight in the last, 5 days, 6 days, all of these things, they're no coincidences.
I was having this conversation with Bob late last night that up until a few months ago, having the idea of discovering yet a new technology, a new process of paperwork that I could do to extract myself from the system and access my value would have had me jumping up and down with excitement. But I feel like I've got a foot in two camps right now. On the one hand, I'm seeing, like I said, yesterday for me was being exposed to a whole lot of new information about new, more refined processes for that very purpose. But that that spark of excitement wasn't there. And this is purely me talking for me, that on the one hand there's that, and on the other hand there's this whole other energetic paradigm opening up where the conversation is more about the event, whatever that looks like, the awakening, the trigger, the switch being flicked, us all coming online with, DNA switching on, and we can manifest and teleport and do all that sort of stuff. And it's like I've got a foot in both camps. And the one that gets that little spark of excitement happening is actually the energetic stuff. Having said that, I will still go through this process, this paperwork process, because I've done it. I've tried half a dozen already over the years, and I'll do this one too. I'm not saying I won't do it. I'm just saying that what turns me on right now, what blows my hair back, as I say, is to be focused on the energetic side of things. And I know the two are combined anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say exactly that. In a sense, everything is energetic. Everything you do is energetic. But I think, working in concert, working at multiple levels, energetically, physically, consciously, that's where you're really using your whole presence. You're not just it's not just an idea. It's become, because there's the actual physical doing and the concept of ceremony. Ceremony is designed so that it can sync up mind, body, and spirit all together. The ceremony allows the body to be in sync with the intention. So the physical doing is also just as important. I don't differentiate any of those things. Eventually the physical action may be just a wave of the hand. We'll get to that point. But if it's a few scribbles on a piece of paper, that's fine for now.
Yeah.
I really don't care. What really excites me, more than discovering the new process, what really, really excites me is that people are having this conversation everywhere. That people are actually waking up. That's what excites me, because regardless of how accurate any process is, waking up to the fact of the slavery system, waking up to the fact of where the value is, waking up to the fact of who you are is so much bigger, because the more people who do that, it's going to change the way that you consciously do things. It's going to change the way everybody, decides that they want to play. And collectively, like I said, it's a numbers game. It comes down to a numbers game. We've won. There's no question. There's no question. It's just a matter of going through it now, actually transforming and making it manifest. And we do that by words, our actions, our thoughts, and our deeds. All of these things are transformative.
Absolutely. Everybody in as Brian said, the we room, I don't think if you told them tomorrow that, someone's pushed the button, sources come and said, okay, everybody's waking up, they're not going to groan and say, but we wanted to go to the bank. But at the same time, everybody, I look at it too as a process of people embracing their value. Because to me, when I go and have that conversation with the banker to access a portion of my value, it's me meeting me, myself, my inner self, my whole being, and I cross that threshold because it's a transformative threshold for myself and anybody who's involved in the conversation.
Yeah. I resonate with all of that. You know, I think for me personally, I see the connectedness of everything so much more now than I did 6 months ago, and I feel like with a lot of things, I'm going through the motions. Like I feel like I'm like on cruise control and just going through the motions. I mean, I started a Facebook newsroom the other day in the attempt of saving myself time from not having to spend so much time replying individually for everybody that's on my wall, and it had the opposite effect. But it's like quadrupled the amount of time that I'm on Facebook. But Brian Kelly's newsroom, if anybody hasn't gone on there, go and hang out. It's fun, but it's a lot of action, a lot of activity going on in there. But there's a lot less fear energy than there was 5-6 months ago, a year ago. I mean, I still get it from time to time, but there's a lot less of that worry energy of what if this doesn't happen, and what if the banks never accept our docs, and what if we never find our value, and what if the world comes to an end? I mean, that stuff was prevalent. You know, it was around a lot more, and it's still here and there. But I think that there's enough people who are kind of going with the flow of just kind of relaxing into everything, that are there to hold space for those folks, that the energy kind of dissipates very quickly, and that's kind of just been my strategy for the last, you know, at least
I've watched the vibration change as well, Brian. It went from fear, then fear eventually changes to anger, and then the anger causes you to make a different choice. That different choice gives you a certain level of confidence. And then that confidence leads to a certain level of peace, and then you're at this place where you don't worry anymore. It doesn't. Yeah. You become bulletproof. You know, there's a sense of well-being, and you understand that once you reach that point, nobody's going to be able to convince you or steal or deceive you into that paradigm again.
Absolutely.
Despite that it's still going on, right? Nobody's going to be able to consciously get you to, because I tell you, whenever I have any interaction with the police, this is going to be a half-hour conversation. I'm sorry.
Well, you know, we do have a lot of callers. People probably do want to get in on this conversation.
Yeah, I just to touch on what Bob just said. I one more thing. I caught myself saying this to somebody in a conversation the other day. That awesome woman, Lori, Lisa, who sent us that email about supporting the tour and all that stuff. I had a chat with her and her husband, Richard, the other day. That found us through Sierra Neblina and something about the event. So I had a really nice chat with them yesterday, and something about the event came up, and I said, you know, and I realized it in this talking it over. I said, you know, I feel like the event for me, within me, a big piece of it has already happened. You know, because I think that to a certain extent, the event is a personal experience for everybody. I think that there's a big global universal thing that's on its way, but for me, there's a big, at least I think we had this conversation a little bit when we were in Morocco, but I feel like so much of it has triggered, and when you start living your life as if you are no longer controlled by a system, you are no longer a victim, you're no longer oppressed, you're no longer subject to somebody else's system, you're a sovereign being, your soul, your eternal essence, and you have the right to everlasting happiness and inner peace within. Tell me that's not an event.
Yeah, I agree with you. I feel like I'm in the event right now. It's unfolding within me.
Yeah.
It's a process.
I just want to throw it out there. So next time you feel, for anybody, next time you feel yourself not in harmony, unbalanced, lower energies, you know, what have you, allow yourself to feel those feelings, but just remember that happiness is a conscious choice, and peace is a conscious choice. And, you become happy and you become peaceful when you do not see yourself as subject to or something outside of the reality that which you create. You are the reality that you create. You are the events that happen in your life that transpire that you are a part of. They are a reflection of you. And so when you know those things and that is your life, that is your truth, that is your who you are and what you are as an eternal essence being, everything becomes easier to navigate. Everything feels like it is in harmony. There is no wrong turn. There is no mistake. There is no, oh shit, I shouldn't have done it that way. It is only now, and now, why not be happy and peaceful?
I don't know what's going on in the chat room, but it's like they're having a text off. They're racing each other to see who can type the fastest and get that chat room scrolling so fast I can't read it.
Thanks, guys.
Slow down.
Sir Rantalot's first rant of the evening.
Oh, my goodness. Let's bring some of these callers out because there's a few here. And just see if they've got something to contribute to this discussion so far. Hello, 406.
Oh, my God.
It's a party.
That's Whitney.
Yeah. Yes, hello.
Hey, sweetheart, how are you?
Well, it's we.
Yes,
how are y'all?
We are absolutely fantastic.
Oh, my God,
So,
what's going on out there?
Oh, what hasn't gone on? It's been
background.
Do I need to turn you off? Hold on.
In the background, yeah. I can hear myself.
Okay.
And it's really funny.
Sorry about that. See, did you hear the aw shit in the background?
Oh, yeah.
I have my speaker set up, and we're all listening to the call on the speaker. But we can't do that but I'm going to get everybody around, and we'll try to on the speaker on my phone.
Gather around, y'all.
It'll keep that.
How many have you got there?
So we had 23.
Oh, beautiful.
And it was absolutely the most magical, amazing, synchronistic experience, including our very own non-local.
Do tell.
So, hold on, I'm going to put you on speaker. What's to tell about the sighting?
Everybody.
Oh, my God, it's awesome.
It was.
You're going to have to go closer if you want. Talk to us. Tell them who you are. Hey, everybody, it's Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer.
Hello, Jennifer.
So you had 23 there, but how many of you are still there?
Well, right now I think there's about 10 or 11. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Are you guys not going home either?
Not right now.
Hey, Jennifer. Hey, if all those people in the background want to listen, tell them you can turn on the radio. Just take it away from the phone a little ways.
Well, can you do it, Garrett? Okay. Oh my God, you guys, we have the most incredible group of people here. This is just too awesome. I can't tell you. We're like, as you guys are telling the story you're telling now, we're all scheming about how we're just going to hang around and all go to Wells Fargo together on Friday. So, yeah, and we guys have been manifesting all we want with our value is just to get an RV, a little van again, and go around with like our little healing modalities.
Oh, you're going to join the tour?
Yeah,
it's going to be a cool
exactly.
Yeah.
Before you said it, Lisa, you were sitting there and you said, I'm about to make an announcement or something like that. And I looked at Whitney and I said, she's about to tell us that they're going to come here. And you went, Vera and I are going to come to the United States. Yeah, I knew it. I precogged it in that moment. I was like, she's about to say that. I know she's about to say that. And so we're here. We're getting ready to go on tour also.
We're going with you. It's going to be a community in itself, a community on wheels.
I want to hear the sighting. I want to hear the sighting experience.
Oh yes.
You want to hear? Oh, the sighting experience. Basically.
Wait, is this Jennifer Williams?
Yes.
Oh, Jennifer Williams. Okay, I know that accent.
Yes. Yes, Casey and I drove up from Alabama. It took us 35 hours to drive here.
Oh. Holy crap!
Yeah, it took us 35 driving hours. Yeah, we did it. We wanted to go see Randy, and that couldn't happen, and so we made it up here instead. And so that's who it is. Yeah, it's me. So the sighting was too amazing. So we were all standing out there, and we had a circle, and we basically made a circle where we held hands, and we intended our energy upwards, just, that we would, just like Julian said, and we intended upwards that we'd like to be shown and that we want to play. And so basically we hummed, we toned, and had some laughs. Then we broke hands and we just hung out and just began to watch the sky and hung out and began to have conversation. And suddenly Whitney looked up and there were two lights that were in sync with each other, that were like if you just stuck your two fingers out like a peace sign and moved them around, the things were dancing together like that. And they were on the horizon, and we watched them, all of us, because we all spotted it for several minutes. And then after that, we saw several other things that were definitely dancing. They weren't just moving linearly in the sky. And we all saw them because we could all sort of trace them with the same head movements. And, we were watching the same thing in the sky.
All of us together.
Yeah.
And we all
That sounds very much like an experience.
Yeah. I was going to say, what does that remind you of, Bob and Lisa?
Yeah, it sounds just like Morocco. we must have seen.
Well,
I don't even know. I stopped counting.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, what's the highlight of the last few days, Jennifer?
Oh, God. Just the people. Like Randy and Ricky were saying the other day, it's like the people. It's all you guys. It's everybody that's here.
Yay.
It's everybody that's here, and how we all get to, hang out with each other like we've all known each other. And, I was telling them, I was in the kitchen cooking a little bit ago, and somebody in the conversation, it was verbal, IUV, verbal. And I said, oh, my God, you guys, it's so awesome to overhear a live conversation where that is spoken. It's like we can have this conversation, all of us, and I get to talk to people about what this means, and not have them glaze over and go, oh yes, there's Jennifer going on again about this stuff. When's it all coming in, Jennifer? And when are you going to get all that $1 million, Jennifer? And yeah. And you still going to work? You still are working, aren't you? Oh, my God. This is so awesome. We can't wait till Friday.
So you guys are, so wait, today is Monday. Some of you are going to stick around all week?
There's a good chance. I mean, we don't have anything else that is more pressing.
How was the venue? How was the hot springs?
Oh, my gosh. It is it's just really awesome. Everything is really awesome. It's so organic, and it's just so peaceful and beautiful and just in the middle of nowhere. And, I have a vista of 360 degrees of Mother Gaia around me as the sun goes down. And, included in that vista of 360 are the faces of all these people. And it's just awesome. It's just really, really awesome. The hot springs are great. We've been soaking, and we've been sharing, and we've been talking it out, eating food and feeding each other, and a little what? Oh, yes, and we even met someone who we are reservedly wondering if he might not be another galactic historian. He's quite an amazing human being, and he visited with us last night and spent the night here at the camp. He's from the area. And he told me today he was half White Mountain Apache from Arizona. He's half that. And he's a very spiritual man and had a experience, when was it, 15 years ago? Where he was visited, and he was
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Might be losing him. Uh-oh.
and that's all I'm spreading it to you. And he was amazing.
Jennifer, we're losing you a little bit. We kind of lost that last 10 seconds. Earth to Jennifer. And
yeah,
crew.
I'm here.
You popped out for a while there.
We lost you at the cool story. But you're here now. You've always been here, Jennifer. I got a message for all.
Yes.
I got a message for all of you guys. And Jennifer, you're telepathic. Do you know what it is?
Oh, what is it?
I freaking love y'all.
Oh, I knew that one.
Yes, I got it. I knew that.
That was easy, guys. I queued you up for an easy one.
You did. I'm just too excited. That's all. All my senses are like on like overdrive, and so I'm like, what was it a joke? I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, this is just more confirmation for me that we're moving on the right track for getting the tour, the 5D Media Network tour going.
Absolutely. Splendid. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
The Shazam tour. That's what Garrett and I are calling it, the Shazam tour. That's our word. That's
Wonder Twin Powers activate.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Going around in Shazam. It's the Shazam show. Wonder Twin Power activate in form of we don't care. Whatever we need today in this moment of now. We don't need anything more than that. What is abundance but having what you need right now?
Amen.
Right. Absolutely. So we just need enough for now.
Yeah. Well, we're going to put a call out. Actually, we'll get onto it now. But Whitney, thank you for calling in again, and Jennifer and everybody else is there, Patrick and all 10 of you, I believe. I don't even know names. So
can I tell everybody's names? Can I tell you everybody's names?
Yeah.
Please.
So we have Richard and Heather goes when she glides by, and they're on their honeymoon. We have Katie, a.k.a. Ambiflex. We have Patrick. We've got Heidi Dietzman. We've got Jennifer Williams. We've got her friend Casey. We have a friend Doug who, like-minded, showed up at the right time. But Garrett from Seattle, and we also had an amazing friend of his, Brandon, that was here. He just left today. Absolutely, he activated 3 weeks ago, and now could teach me shit. We have my friend Mark, who
we lost him
is
again.
Oh, are we back?
Tweety, yeah, we're losing you. I'm just gonna say bye to everybody for now. I'm not sure if you can hear me, because we got a lot of callers to get to, and still a lot to talk about. But thank you so much for calling in, and I'm, much love to everybody, and I hope to see you all soon.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. We love you.
Okay, should we talk about this tour now? Seeing as family reunions seem to be the topic at the moment. There's no real structure as yet, and to be honest, I'm not even sure how much there will be. The plan is still being formulated. For me, I feel that it will evolve organically, and it's a matter of us just following the energetic trail. But at the moment, depending on how these guys go on Friday, that could change things. We're just trying to compile a list, really, of what is required for this to come off. If I'm going to put a call out now, if anybody out there knows of an RV in somewhere that's probably achievable to obtain or pick up by Brian, I'm going to put you on the spot there, somewhere in your neck of the woods. If anyone knows of an RV that we could acquire very cheaply, that would be wonderful.
Or if anybody has an RV and wants to join us.
That's the other thing, yeah. This sounds like it's going to turn out to be a bit of a convoy, community on wheels, as I said before. because so many of you, I'm finding as we're having this conversation, have had this desire or this dream yourselves to just be mobile and to go around the country spreading the word of whatever your particular message is, or offering your services and your value, educating people, connecting with people. So we can do this as a group en masse, and essentially creating these meetups as we go along on the road. We're tentatively calling it the 5D Media Family Reunion Tour, and just sort of pre-paving the way to have these meetups ahead of time for us to arrive at, getting the word out, getting people along, and everybody there will share the information that they have, offer the services that they can. What else, Bob? Do you want to add something to this?
I got something I want to add real quick before Bob jumps in. If that's okay. Bob, unless you got something pressing, by all means.
Go right ahead, Brian.
Here's what's super exciting about this is, I think everybody's really just kind of tired of talking about all the shit that's messed up in the world. All the problems and the matrix and the straw man and the systems and all these things. I mean, knowledge is power, awareness is key. Yes, absolutely. But I think that we've kind of come to a point that's fostering an energy of something new and something different. And the other end of that spectrum is just talking about the solutions. I mean, look what happens when you get people like what happened in North Carolina together. All of a sudden you got a group of them living together and they're starting a living without money community. You got all these people that are together in Montana that, there's no words to describe the relationships and the sense of community and the connectedness, something that they would probably have never felt staring at their computer screen. And this is where the magic really starts to come together and starts to unfold. And if we do something like this and we start to take it around the country and we get more and more people and build more and more momentum around not necessarily any one message, you don't have to be a follower of the one people movement, the one people group, or the one OPPT or whatever. You just have to want to connect with people and want to see true change and want to have a different kind of experience and want to be part of something beautiful and something great. And that's the energy, that's the energetic fabric that connects us all. And people realize it when they come face to face and in groups of people that they feel like they've known for years. And, taking that on a roadshow around the country to get everybody involved, no matter what their situation, and then just allowing the energetic trail to pave the way, I mean, that's magic. And so it's that coming together and that connectedness of getting people in density together, like what we did in Morocco, North Carolina, Montana. There's one that we're putting together for Southern California now, and then just like a spider web, linking them all together. I mean, that's freaking awesome. So that's my 2 cents, my 2 bobs, excuse me.
I just want to see you guys again.
Yeah. We're really being really, really selfish. We just all want to get together again. So this is the idea, and if you're in a situation to I don't know, if you've got anything around that you don't need anymore, that you're not using, that you could donate to the cause, anything you think we may need on the road, Vera and I have got to manifest the funds to get over there, which we are working on. Vera will be coming with all of her healing tech, McCoy tools. I'm sure she'll be flat out doing healings along the way. And Bob will be upright. Won't you, Bob?
Yes, that's the plan.
That's the plan. And, we'll do the shows each day along on the road. I don't know how that's going to work at this point, but we'll figure that out as we go, the logistics of that. And, hook up with the active groups, try and, network with really active groups who are doing good works in the areas that we go to. It's going to be a lot of fun, absolutely a lot of fun. So inside the forum, I'll create a topic for this so that we can people can start putting their hand up or expressing interest or whatever needs to be done. And I'm all for getting this thing on the road, tomorrow. So whatever happens.
Yeah.
So that's the plan.
One more thing too. This is going to be the kind of thing that is open to everybody. If anybody wants to get involved on any level, we're going to need. We're not going to need any.
Well,
we wish to manifest. We wish to manifest all the support we can get, and it becomes more of a love party when more people get involved. So, we'll share details as we go. I mean, we have some really big picture ideas already. We haven't discussed them enough to share them on the radio just yet. But big shout out to Becky and who's the J in her group?
Jerry.
B and J. Becky and Jerry for all their amazing ideas that they sent out. I mean, a few emails have come through, just a ridiculous amount of detail that has us all extremely excited. And this can be as big, this can be as colossally huge as we ultimately make it. But it doesn't have to start out that way. We don't need to aim so big that, it's not going to start for another year. We just want to get boots on the ground and start going. And then just allow the momentum to take it in whatever direction that it's ultimately going to go. But it's going to be fun, if nothing else. So I think that probably, we have that forum. But as we have more information, I'll blog about it, and then we can start Skype groups and think tanks. And if anybody has ideas, I mean, I can't come up with I come up with most of the good ideas, but I can't come up with all the good ideas. So if anybody wants to support that. But yeah, we just hope that everybody wants to get involved because, this is talk about manifesting, talk about co-creating. I mean, some people get really hung up on the idea of instant manifestation, like as Dee says, manifesting a tomato in your hand. I think manifestation is a scale. If I say I want a tomato, I might not necessarily be able to manifest it in my hand right now, but I could put the pieces together to get me a tomato in my hand pretty damn quick. And I think with this kind of thing, it can be just like that. Once we make the decision, we create the intention, we create the space, we get the energy going, everything else will just flow and support it because we already have gotten those signs on a whole lot of levels. And it'll be more and more synchronistic and more magical as we go. So, going to be fun. Lots.
Okay, for those of you who are joining or having trouble joining the forum, just go and register and then check your emails. Click on the link within your email, and it should work fine. It is up and going. It's ready for you to post. It's all there. It has been for a few days, but I don't know if it got announced yesterday or not. So there's a few people in there already. So, yes, we can have that conversation. Absolutely.
Are you going to take more calls right now?
Yes.
Okay, can I make one quick announcement before I forget?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to be, through Sierra Neblina, I'm going to be a speaker at the Ascension Rising Conference in Sedona. Sierra Neblina has the show Galactic You that Bob and I have been on, done a couple radio shows, and she's having a conference that I'm going to be speaker and running a workshop from November 1st to November 3rd. I don't even know what I'm going to be talking about yet, but I'm sure I'll come up with something. But anybody that is in the Sedona area from November 1st to the 3rd, which is a Friday or Sunday, and wants to come out and meet me and hang out and have fun and be a part of it, I would love to meet anybody that has the ability to go. And I'll be posting details on my website, and there's some really fun ideas coming out for the potential Peru trip to do the 9-day shamanic retreat down in Iquitos in Peru. And so I'm working on details with the retreat coordinator down there, and that'll most likely be in November as well. So if there's any interest in that, people can email me through my blog, Brian Kelly's blog. And, so depending on how this tour goes, there might be a lot of fun stuff to participate in, building connections and having cool experiences. So a couple announcements. I'm done.
Awesome. Okay. Let's bring out 575. Area code 575.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes. Hi.
This is Mono.
Hi.
Hello.
We haven't heard from you for a few weeks.
Mono?
Yeah, you know what? I wanted to call you last week, but I got involved. And it's been sitting in my. Have you gotten in? Is there any way you guys can get in touch with Karen Hoodies? HUDDES? Is there?
Can I answer that? Can I
She's my friend on
Lisa?
Facebook.
Lisa?
Yes. I know that you've had
Yes.
something there. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, we had actually a couple of people contact Karen Hudis, and Karen Hudis replied. If you go on to the post I was telling you about, that someone sent her an email and she replied back, and then someone else inside the room, the WEE room, sent her another email as well. So yeah, there has been contact made that way as well.
And because I thought that was really important that you people get together. The thing is that I'm not so internet, yeah, and I don't know how to. I hardly know how to send an email. But anyway, I just kept thinking that you guys have to get together.
Yep, working on it. Thank you so much for the suggestion.
Okay, and okay, thank you again, and great luck. Okay, and you know what? I just don't know also how many people are involved in this. How do we know that?
We don't. Really,
how do we know how many people are? Because
we could have just put it in the microwave.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. We know there's a lot, but we're not really.
But you don't know the numbers, huh?
We're not really that concerned about how we know there's people all around the world in one group or another that are waking up very quickly, and so I tend to not really focus too much on the exact precise number of how many people are following who or what. I mean, it's not something I've really spent a lot of time thinking about, honestly.
Okay. I got something from Facebook saying, why don't we just, I don't know how to do that, but anyway, but I don't want to keep you, I don't want to take your time, okay, but I'm with you. We're all, and there are a lot of people with you. I'm telling people every day about how to listen to you guys. But I also want to know about how do I get to the Jagamara? How do I program Jagamara? How do I get to that program?
Well,
Blog Talk. So if you go to Blog
that's
Talk,
last week, right?
It was yesterday.
Yesterday.
It wasn't one of our shows. It was. I'll just try and find it for you.
It
was on
Charity,
Chris Hale's
Charity just shared it in the chat room. Charity Cheers Awareness. Right there.
Okay.
But you're going to need to go online to be able to. If you
I will. I can do that much.
Okay.
Okay. If you go to Blog Talk, you can do a search for the One People Oneness Radio.
One People
Oneness Radio. And it's the repurposing show for yesterday.
Repurposing.
Yep.
Thank you very much. And I love you.
Yeah, we love you too.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye, Della. Okay, we have area code 307.
Ooh.
307? I can hear you, sort of. Okay, I'll mute you out again for now. And we have area code 727.
Oh, my God.
It's God?
727, Deborah.
God's calling?
Deborah?
Hey, Deborah.
Hi, Deborah.
I just sent a message to Bob, and last week I sent a message to Julie. I love you guys. I've been following you all along. Here's what my issue is. I'm a hermit, recluse, and I think that you need to send the word out to people like me, that are weird. I have had astral travels and, contact with, our friends from other planets and manifested things, and we're recluses.
You know what?
Because we've been,
Katie?
Because we've been,
let me get this out.
Pardon me?
Katie, who is now known as Ambiflex online and in the chat rooms and on Facebook, she spent 20 years like that. And she's now...
Yeah.
So it's time to come out.
I mean, you need to put the word out because I've been listening to AK. I sent Bob a message since before Brian's Poof interview, and I've had so many experiences and I've even manifested things, out of thin air, but we're so I think we've been so ridiculed, and somebody needs to just say, you're not crazy, I wrote
you're not crazy.
but I mean, there's a lot of people who are like me, who just are like, I'm homeless. I've been homeless. I lost my house a year. I spent 3 months in the woods with my cat. I'm heading up to North Carolina. For the next one. Deborah.
Deborah, the idea with this tour that we're putting together is that the hope is
that's my idea.
Hold on, Deborah, 1 second. The hope is that we will energetically attract all sorts of people that are well outside of the network of the people that we talk to right now. I mean, that's the idea. We can only reach so many people on Blog Talk Radio and on Facebook. So
right.
Hopefully we'll get a lot of Deborahs that want to come hang out.
Yeah. I'm going to go to the October 19th one because, I have nowhere else to go. And where I'm staying is the people that I'm staying with, they don't get me. I look at my my Facebook, Deborah Wazalewski. I mean, there's
that's
people just. I'm probably gonna be like, hey, look at all the crap I've been through, high five. But but I manifested just by thinking about things. My cat has just appeared and things like that. And I astral traveled, and I've met people on what do you call spaceships? I don't call it that, but she said she was my sister, and she was a redhead. And she said, "Come on board." And, there's all kinds of people like us that have these experiences. That money, this whole crap that people are talking about money doesn't really matter, in my opinion. If you can astral travel and meet people from your home planet, or what does money matter? And my big thing is I want to travel around the country. I want to get involved with you guys. I'm alone. I have a phone. I used to have all kinds of friends. My phone never rings.
Hey, Deborah,
I'm going to go to,
You know something? You're not alone.
I know, and I'm going to go to North Carolina on the 19th, and I'm going to see where it goes from there. I really want to go to Sedona. I don't know why, because I astral travel there, and there are red rocks and stuff. But that's a step, and but I'm just saying, there's all kinds of people like me who are not saying anything, who have had these unbelievable experiences. And we are like recluses. and like Matthew said, tell those people, you know what, call in. You have family. Please tell those people, because I'm one of those.
Well, Deborah,
and
if you're game,
huh?
do you want to put your phone number out there, because I have a feeling you'll get some phone calls.
Yes, Bob's got it. I wrote Bob. I wrote Julian, and I don't usually do that because I've been a hermit for like years. But yes.
Well, thank you for.
And I'm in Florida. I love you guys. I love you guys.
We love you too, Deborah.
We love you too, and I'm sure we will meet you on the road.
I'm sure you're my family, because I mean I can leave my body in astral travel and things, and you know, and I'm surrounded by people who have you know, cognitive dissonance, and they're like, you're nuts, you know, so I have to leave. So I'm going to North Carolina for the 19th. And if Randy could call me, that would be cool.
Well, what did you know?
I don't agree with the living without money, though, because...
Didn't you just say you wanted to get rid of money altogether?
No, I don't. I don't know about that. I haven't thought that through, because that's
Deborah,
a little extreme.
Deborah,
I think if I can manifest things out of thin air, why would I be planting gardens?
Can you do that right now?
Can I plant gardens?
No, can you manifest
No, I'm
things out
homeless.
of thin air? Well, that's exactly why they're planting gardens, to get to do a bridge to be able to manifest things out of thin air. But hey, Deborah, we love you. We want to keep talking, but we got a lot of other callers. Can you share? Do you want to share your number? For anybody that's interested in contacting you, what is it?
Yeah, don't you guys got it?
Nope.
I don't memorize.
Oh, do we? Oh, maybe we do. I don't know.
Put it out. Bob's got it.
Well, if you think of it, you can send it to me on Facebook.
727.
727.
I don't have my phone. I'm on the phone, so I can't.
Oh, okay. Well,
okay.
But I'm going to go up to Randy. I'm going up north. I'm in Florida, and I want to hook up in North Carolina, but I want to go to Sedona in November.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, I hope to see you there, Deborah. Thank you so much for calling in.
So take my phone number down, Bob. I sent him a message. But I mean, really, can you guys just like put out a request for all the people who are, you know, hermits and, you know.
I will right now, to everybody out there who's listening to this, if you relate to Deborah, if you relate to her situation and where you're at, then just
cool.
like Deborah, pick up the phone and call in, connect.
Yeah.
Because you're not alone.
Connect some way.
No one is alone on this one.
We're not alone.
Mm-mm.
I love you guys.
Thank you so much, Deborah.
I love you guys.
We love you too. Thanks, Deborah, for calling.
Hopefully I'll see you guys.
Yes, I'm sure we'll catch up on the road.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Okay, keep us posted on North Carolina. Bye, darling.
Bye. Thanks, Deborah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, I'm going to try 307 again. 307? No. Okay, we will try 336.
Hello.
336? Hey.
Mr. Sunshine.
It's Randy.
It's Randy.
Hey, guys.
How are you, darling?
I'm doing awesome. Hope you are.
Yes, I am.
Always.
I just wanted to add my little 2 cents into the show tonight, and I think it's going to be important for people to meet eyeball to eyeball. I think that's the whole crux of the situation that we're getting into is people want to see some spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And you can only do that by looking in someone's eyeballs and seeing when they tell their story and you realize it's true and you feel it in your heart. There's nothing like it. There's no experience in the world like like hearing somebody's truth.
I agree with you completely.
Sharing stories it's an amazing healing, cleansing experience. It's that's all we did, basically in Morocco. We spent the whole time sharing stories and ideas. It was amazing.
Ooh, and boy, does Bob have some doozies.
No, doesn't he? What?
Randy, what do you think about these guys up in Montana? You guys passed the baton pretty well up there.
Yeah, I think we did. I think we passed it pretty awesomely. It's freaking awesome.
Anybody who hasn't heard the Enjoy show from last week, go back and listen, because we were lucky enough to have Randy and Ricky on the show, brothers, at the same time. It was awesome.
And all the people who were many of the people who were at the event calling in, sharing their stories. It was just beautiful.
I felt
flipping brilliant, too. So.
Yeah, I feel like I was helping choreograph that conversation. I felt a little bit left out that I wasn't able to have been there. But, you guys just light up the room and lit up that call, and it's just so the energy of that call and what you guys created out there is just out of this world, and so unbelievably amazing.
It's really amazing the energy that's carried forth from the weekend and the calls that I've been on, the people that I've met, and the relationships that are carrying through all this. I get to talk with Jerry almost every day. I mean, how amazing is that?
Tell her to hurry up with my poem. Just kidding, Jerry.
I mean, really. I mean, that's just
where's my flippant poem, though? I'm just saying.
Just bide your time. Bide your time. Anyway, I'm just saying it's really special when you get to meet people face to face, and I think that's what this is all about. We moved from the point of realizing the truth to being the truth, and I think that people want to see it face to face, and that's what this trip's all about. And I want to be a part of it, and I know that several people do, and I'm just rooting it on.
Hallelujah.
It's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to happen. Oh, yeah, it's going to happen. It's going to be magnificent when it happens.
Do you want to say anything to your newfound crew? Well, we got you live on the air. I mean, everybody's listening.
Oh, they all know I love them. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that everybody knows that they were loved that was here. I mean, it was just a sentiment of the whole weekend that everybody here was loved. And everybody has something special to offer, and it's just amazing when it's offered.
I forgot to mention at the beginning when I was talking about who would be going on this tour initially that you are there, big time.
That's right. Yeah, Randy's going.
Randy's going on the road.
I love it. I've been sharing with my brother a dream that I've had for years about doing this, and it's amazing. I was talking to Judy this morning. It's amazing how everything just falls into place. And I didn't only manifest the stone that said imagine, but there's no telling what else is going to be manifested here, and I just can't wait to see it happen.
Me either.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, darling.
Thank you.
Andy.
I love you guys.
You too, buddy.
mate.
You too, man.
Okay. We've got two more we'll try and get through, and then we've got...
Are we going to play that audio?
Yeah, we'll try and get to that. Area code 724.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
It's Mary. Mary, Bob's neighbor at a distance in PA.
Hey, Mary.
Yeah, Mary.
How's it going?
Good.
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm fine. I'm very, very happy to hear about this tour, but I'm still holding out for the beach party.
This is a pre-party. This is a pre-party, Mary.
Okay. Can I bring anything? We'll
call this cocktail hour before the party, shall we?
That'll be great. something very upsetting happened a few days ago, so I called with a small request from our family. My son, who I've told stories about before, has a band, and he practices his band here in my house. And on Thursday, a police officer entered my house and told him that someone had called and complained about the noise, and that he was going to go back to the station and decide whether or not he should have a citation. And when he told me about this, I was very upset that the officer had entered the home, first of all, and that someone had been calling and complaining because it was 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and the noise ordinance, doesn't go into effect that you should be having quiet throughout the neighborhood until after 11 o'clock. Between 7 and 11, you can make noise. So I happened to be friends with the mayor, called the mayor. She said, it was 2 o'clock in the afternoon? And I said, yes. And she said, call the police station, talk to the person at the front desk, and tell them I want to know the specifics about this. So I did that, and they went round and round the bush. And tomorrow I have a meeting with the mayor, but in the meantime, my son can't rehearse his band, and that's his sanity. That's the thing that keeps him under control, because he's 18 and, just really shuffling through this mess of a world that we've got at this point here where we are. So if you would all be so kind as to send some very positive energy his way and our way, because I'm going to meet with the mayor tomorrow, and we're going to sort this out.
Yep, we absolutely will do that
doing
for
that
you,
as you speak.
Absolutely,
yeah.
Me too.
That was going one step too far, and I hope we can get things settled, and in consideration of all. So good luck with your plans. I can't wait to meet people too. It'll be very exciting. I actually come from a whole family of wingnuts, and we've all had these very same experiences, and as adults we started talking about things, and unfortunately the world kind of shredded us, and we all ended up in different places with different types of craziness. So I know that at some point we're going to get it back together, and all of you play a very big part in that, and doing this tour will help.
Thanks, Mary.
So thank you. You all have a good night.
You too, Mary. Much love to you.
Thank you, darling. You too.
Thank you. You too, guys.
Bye.
Bye. People complaining about kids making noise at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
I know, that's crazy. Happened with my brother playing the drums at home. Same deal. Back in the day. Bullshit.
Well, apparently it's still today.
By the way, my brother, I want to send a congratulations, even though I know he's not listening, congratulations on your new baby. He just had a baby 6 days ago. Jenna Marie Kelly. I am an uncle, believe it or not, and it's pretty weird, but cool at the same time, and I'm really excited about it. But my brother is 7 years younger than me, and he beat me to the punch in the kid department. So congratulations to my little brother Jeff. He's awesome, and his baby, and his baby's mom, which is my soon-to-be sister-in-law, Lacey. There you go. Shout out to my bro. So that's
congratulations to the entire Giggles family.
Thank you.
Area code 714.
Hello.
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 Hi. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to get on with you guys. This is the first time. Hi, this is
What's
Deborah.
your name?
Deborah Alicia, you can call me. Since I'm a little different from the other Deborah. Yes, because there was another Deborah, and you said, come on and call in the other Deborah. So I did. I'm here.
Calling all Deborah.
I just wanted, so I'm UC 714, so some of my family's down in Huntington Beach, and I am currently in Tacoma, Washington, where I grew up. But jobs and things took me back up here, but it's beautiful. And I just wanted to say I'm so excited you guys are going on the road. It's wonderful. I was thinking about that too, and think it's a wonderful idea. I would love to see you in Sedona. I've been in Sedona before. I don't know if I'll be able to make it. I'm really manifesting, Brian, so that anybody, all of you guys, I'd love to meet every single one of you. So wonderful.
Awesome.
Not only that, but I was thinking, to my mom's Peruvian, my dad's American, German-Irish, so I have the two combinations and of the spiritual side. So since I was 4 or 5 years old, I've been going to Machu Picchu and the jungle and all that. So I've seen that, and I just, part of that awakened, since I was younger. And I also have the upbringing of being Catholic as well. So I have a little mixture of everything, I'm sure, just like everybody. But I'm so excited you're possibly going down there, too. It's wonderful.
Yes. I'm very excited about it, too. It's calling to me. All the synchronicities are very much active, and I've wanted to go to Peru for so long. So I hope it doesn't conflict with the 5D Media Tour, but I got plenty of time to do both, I guess.
Sounds like it'll be a little detour.
Exactly.
Because I want to go too.
I know. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It will fuel the energy of the tour, that's for sure.
Can we drive to Peru?
I actually looked into that. The Panama Canal is a little bit of a problem in the process of driving to Peru. It's also like a 3-week trek from the United States down there. So at least that's what the people that have done it online say. But Deborah, yeah, your family, your extended family in Huntington Beach are just up the ocean from me, my neighbors. So thank you so much for calling in. And I hope I get to meet you in Sedona. I hope you get to manifest it. If you do, contact me and let me know you're going to be there ahead of time so I can keep an eye out for you.
I will. And like you guys, some of the I had a radio show. It was Twin Flames Radio on A1R with my significant other, Sean. So we have a show as well. But we're kind of the corporate people. I'm still an interior designer, but we met at a Reiki class. So as you can see, like the coming together of different people from different parts of, just opening up to different healing modalities and just everyone awakening, I think, to just being one with each other and in love. And I'm so excited that we all are together, slowly meeting each other. So I think that's wonderful.
Absolutely. Ditto.
Well, much love and light to all of you and everyone. And I wish the best on the trip, and I hope to see you all. And again, light and love to everyone.
You too, sweetheart. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you, Deborah.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Okay. What's Judy saying? I heard that. She's Skyping me. Okay, what have we got now? 2 more. 805? 805?
Hello?
Hello? Yes.
You got me, huh? It's, all right. Wanted to say hi to all.
Uh-oh. Pretty bad connection, my man.
Yeah, we are losing you a little bit.
I'm going to apologize right now. My name is Thomas. Brian, I've corresponded with you several times. I'm up in Hatchby. Actually, I'm just leaving Bakersfield, and I'm driving up, so I'm probably going to lose you guys.
Is this Thomas?
Yeah.
This is Thomas.
Oh, hey, Thomas.
How you doing?
Thomas is good. How are you, man? Thomas was going to come and hang out in San Diego today, but he didn't end up coming down. Thomas is part of the Southern California meetup crew that we're trying to organize.
Oh, hey, Thomas.
How you guys all doing? Hey, I just want to, again, I'm driving my, fortunately, an F-250 diesel truck, so you probably hear a lot of background noise. I was in Bakersfield at a meeting, and I am heading up back into the Hatchby, so there's a lot of dead zones. I apologize if I lose you or I drop off suddenly. It won't be intentional.
No worries. What's going on with you, buddy?
I just wanted to call and say hi. I've wanted this forever, so been with you guys since basically beginning of January. I listened to the first interview with you, Brian, and Heather, and I'm just I'm a wealth of knowledge for a lot. I wish I need to get in contact with more of the ground crew because I have a lot of information. As I think I said in one of my emails to you, I'm one of the pieces of the puzzle that has a lot of information, and I'm willing to share with a lot of people. So if you've got my number up there now, do keep it and call me, anybody at your convenience if you want to talk about anything. So
cool. Well, I look forward to meeting you face to face, Thomas. Keep me up to speed and let me know when you're going to be back in town.
I will do that. So, and again, I appreciate you for taking the call. And I just jumped on. I just got out of this meeting, so I have no clue what you talked about to this point. So I called it. Here I am.
It's okay, Thomas. The call's been going for 2 hours, and I have no clue what we've talked about either. So no worries.
So I look forward to getting on the archive and hearing what you guys have discussed so far. I did read your email you sent out earlier, Brian, about the Wagons West. That sounds like one hell of a party. So I'm going to try and get my family involved in that and join in.
Cool, awesome, Thomas. Thank you, man. And I love it when the first time callers call in. We've had a few of them tonight too. So appreciate finally hearing your voice, brother.
Likewise. And, Bob, I appreciate all you've done. You inspired me to be one of the other people that have gone into the banks. I've gone to 2 different banks with my certificate of value, and I'm still waiting an answer. I have an appointment in Santa Barbara for another one coming up here. I'm going to try and get in tomorrow. The guy had jury duty, poor guy. Too bad I've never gone to. I get out of that every time. I don't know why people fall for that, but they're so easy to get out of. So, but the sucker born every day.
Well, best of luck with all of your ambitious efforts, my friend. And again, thanks for calling in, and we'll talk to you here real soon.
I will. And Lisa also. I have been wanting to connect with you guys in Australia. I love hearing your voice, and I miss hearing Chris. I'm trying to catch up with him on his other show, but I haven't caught it for a while. So it's great to hear all you guys every week.
Yeah.
Well, thanks,
man.
Thomas.
Yeah, appreciate that, bro.
We all appreciate it. Okay.
All right.
Have a good night, Thomas. Thanks for calling in, man. Drive safe. Put on your headset.
Thank you all.
All right, man. See ya.
Let's see. We've got area code 416. Area code 416?
Mystery caller, 416.
No.
Okay, while you're waiting on that, I just want to make an announcement in regards to the forum because people are having some issues or they're getting confused. If you go to the 5D Media Network website, click on forum, it'll take you to a page where you can click on register once you've done that. So click on forum, then click on register. It will then give you a page where you put in your username, your email address, and you do a math sum, and then click register. Then you will go to your email. Sorry? It will generate a password. Then go back to, if you've still got the other page up, you can click on back to 5D Media Network, or click on the link in your email. But I'm sorry, I'm being instructed on this, and I'm getting confusing instructions. Go back to the 5D Media website, and then just click on the forum, and then click on login. Do it from there. Okay? I hope that came across.
It was so confusing.
Was it really?
No, I wasn't. I kind of tuned out because I've already done it. So.
Don't click the link in the email. Someone said yes, but apparently you'll have a password in there. You'll have an email with a password in it, but don't click on the link. Just go straight back to the website and go log in from there. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's clear. All right.
Clear in its total lack of clarity.
Clear.
Just kidding.
It's clear as heather, as we say now.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, Nanako, don't think you're going to get off the hook for long. You will be calling in and build up the courage. You can do it. Tomorrow, Nanako, calling you out like I said I would. First time caller.
Okay, we've only got 6 minutes left, but we've actually still got 4 people with their hand up, and we don't have enough time to go through with this audio now.
We can do that tomorrow.
We can send a link to it, though, too. If you haven't heard it yet, it is the guy from Humanitad. What's his name?
Sasha. No, wait. Dang
it is Sasha.
Is it Sasha? I don't know. I don't know what his name is. It's the address to all of the to the U.S. And world leaders. I can't remember. It's the guy on stage reading from his laptop. Yeah, the energy.
Oh, apparently it's on the RUV blog as well.
Yeah. I just put the link in the chat.
Cool. Okay.
Cool.
So that's what we were going to play at the end of the show, but we've run out of time. So because we've only got a few minutes left, we'll see if we can grab another one of these callers. It was 416 you just tried, wasn't it, Bob?
Yes, it was.
416. Okay, nothing happening there. Area code 828.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Hello, Lisa. This is Deborah in North Carolina. I figured since it was the night for Deborah and the night for first-time callers, here I am.
Another one.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I love you guys all. You're all awesome people, and I've really woke up even more listening to all of the one people discussions. So.
Deb the Third, we're very grateful.
All right. Just wanted to pop in, and I'll pop back out.
Well, thanks for calling so much.
Okay.
Simon said it's a Deborah Fest. Thank you for being part of the Deborah.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye, Deborah. Bye.
Bye. Okay, last one, 603. No? Oh, yes, 603.
603, hello?
That's it.
Hi,
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Is your name Deborah by any chance?
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's your name?
You can, Darlene.
Darlene. What, close?
You guys, it's so good to hear you. I'm from Boston, and I'm trying to find people around here to go to Wells Fargo with me.
Mitch is
How
in
do
Boston.
I do that?
Or no, Mikey. Is it Mike?
I'm a half an hour north of Boston.
BB, any?
Yeah, there's they're putting together a list of people where they are in different places for that very reason, so that they know where each other are and they can hook up with people. So go to the blog and follow the directions to go into the Skype room, or leave a comment and you'll figure it out from there because it's pretty clear.
Okay. Thank you so much for doing all this, you guys. I feel like family.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
You are family, by the way. Thanks, Darlene.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, darling.
Bye.
Okay, I think we got to everybody with their hand up.
That's a lot of callers.
I think that was the first that we've actually gotten through all the callers. That was pretty good.
How about that? Wow.
How about that? We rock.
We rock.
Oh, hang on. No, good
another call.
704.
Deborah?
Hi.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
We hear you.
Yeah, this is another Deborah. Actually, my name's Azera Moonhawk on Facebook. And another first-time caller.
It really is Deborah. That's so funny. That's cool.
I'm sorry.
Oh, man. I know, right?
I was waiting for her to say this is Deborah. Hi, Deborah.
Hi. Well, actually, I go by Azera Moonhawk. We're all friends on Facebook. I've been listening to you for ages. And I just wanted to call in and say how much I love you and thank you for what you're doing. And I open my home to anybody that's in this area. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I live alone, and I have a fire pit here, so it'd be a great place on the road trip to stop and hang out for a while. So.
Oh, we will We will.
Awesome. I like
we've got like 90 seconds to go. Call out.
Yeah, I know.
All
well, I'm just so happy to talk to you.
Call
I love you guys.
Deborah, thank you so much, first-time caller, and I look forward to warming my tootsies by your outside fire pit.
All right. Good night, you guys.
Bye,
Thank
Deborah.
you so much, Deborah. That's awesome. And that's something else. That's actually something else we need. If you guys know, you either have a property where all these RVs can park, or host gatherings. Excellent. So we're going to need those along the way as well. Or if you've got friends you think you could rope into something like this that do have a place like that, then it's all got to go in the conversation on the forum. So. Thanks very much, everybody. We will see you tomorrow for the Collective Imagination Show. Lots to talk about there as well. Thanks again for joining us. Thank you, Bob and Brian and BG.
Thanks, BG. Thanks, Lisa. Thank you, everyone in the chat room and in cyberspace.
Thanks to all the Deborahs who called in for the first time. That is just awesome. All the Lisas out there, get prepared. You're going to call in tomorrow. And then we'll do all the Bobs and all the Brians and all the
We love you, everybody.
Love you all.
Everyone.
Bye
guys.
Bye.